Hey everybody, welcome back to SkyLounge, here to review some Vegas Golden Knights action as we lose 4-1 to the St. Louis Blues at home. You can see the misery on my face, right? I was just at this game, and I got a little cup to drink all my sadness in here. And yes, just coming back from the game, and what I witnessed on ice today was an absolute embarrassment. From the second period forward, it was an absolute embarrassment. And let's talk about this game. Some fun titty bits here. Marchessault, Carlson, and Riley Smith starts in the first line after Gerard Gallant's been kind of tweaking that shit around. You know, we saw with the Anaheim game, he started Eakin, Pacioretty, and Alex Tuch. And the other funny part was this was David Perron's homecoming. Welcome back, David Perron. Yes, he only stopped by for a year, but hey, we love David Perron. We love DP. We love DP here. But in the first period, what we do love is goals. And William Carrier able to score a goal early in the 6th minute. Nice little breakaway. Bad turnover by a St. Louis defenseman in his own in his own defensive zone. And so William Carrier able to just nick that off, get a nice early goal in there, 1-0 to the Knights. And this is where things kind of get iffy. Because 38 seconds later, that's right, I didn't stutter, 38 seconds later, we can't keep the puck out of, we just can't keep the puck out of our own area. And you just can't fucking clear it out for Fleury. Fleury had 30 plus saves, and my God, I honestly want to say defense led in 4 goals today. And before we, get ahead of ourselves, let's talk about this. Because in the first period, it was just penalties after penalties after penalties. 2 penalties by St. Louis and 1 penalty by Vegas. Honestly, I thought both teams were pretty damn decent on the penalty kills. And again, funny thing about one of the St. Louis Blues penalty was David Perron got a penalty in his old home. And, fairly even first period, right? And I thought, okay, fairly even first period. This is going to be This is going to be very tough going forward. But if Vegas can just focus up and, help Fleury on defense, we would have been all right. But what happens? Let's talk about what happens. Because, yes, we conceded an early penalty, but we also conceded a goal. 7th minute. And the problem is, Derek Englund and Shea Theodore were just not covering their man. And again, just right into Fleury. Wide open. Wide open. And the goals didn't really stop in that period because 10 minutes later, Schenn gets a goal. And then a minute later, Sundqvist gets a goal. And it was 4-1. Okay. I know I'm not really making this as descriptive as people would like it to be, or have actual video footage. Well, you know what? Guess what, you motherfuckers? I'm actually there watching the goddamn game. I know I record sometimes, but, generally speaking, I just want to watch the game. And what I was watching was an on-ice disaster called the Vegas Golden Knights in the second period. Other than Marc-Andre Fleury, and really, Marc-Andre Fleury was pretty damn astounding throughout this entire game, I thought he was playing way over his head, trying to compensate for the piss-poor defense that we were putting out there on ice. Because in that second period, it was an absolute debacle. And the third period was something that we had to get back. But the problem with the third period really started with body language. Now, I know, I'm just a normal guy here, boys and girls. I'm not a former athlete. I'm not anyone special. I'm just a guy, a fan enjoying the sport. And what I saw out there today was a bunch of guys that looked dejected, that looked lazy. Early parts of the game, they looked arrogant. And I've seen this so many times this season, and I just don't understand it. And the problems further escalated because you had 3 fucking penalties in the third period. I mean, 3 penalties. And these were all in 5-minute successions, right? I actually wrote the time down here. 56 seconds, 5 minutes, 29 seconds, and 12 minutes. Like, they kept just fucking taking penalties. And I get it. It's a frustration thing. And we've seen other teams do it on our home turf, but I just had no confidence in the third period. I remember sitting down in my seat and telling, my guy Joe right next to me, I said, dude, listen, I don't think it's going to happen tonight. But what I did see from the Vegas Golden Knights, with about 2 minutes left in the third period, the curious thing about the T-Mobile Arena is, generally speaking, they're very filled up. But by the fifth minute, it was about 40%. 40% of, or 30% of the entire arena kind of cleared out. And you could see the last minute or two, fans who stayed behind, including myself, cheering, "Go Knights, go. Go Knights, go. We're 4-1 down. Go Knights, go. Go Knights, go." You know what that tells me? We got a fucking fan. We got a fan base. We got a fan base here. No matter what happens, I mean, we got a fan base here. And the crazy thing is, people will always discount Vegas, new team, only second year. They're gonna be terrible. Yeah. All those fucking trolls out there. But you know what I see? You know what I saw today? A team that looks dejected because of the high standard they set for themselves. And disappointed for their fans. Because the product they put on today was a disaster. I thought it was a disaster. The only two guys I really saw putting any effort through that entire 60 minutes was William Carrier and Marc-Andre Fleury. I swear to God, I didn't see any other guys really doing much today. And I know hockey, everybody does everything. Yeah, but listen, if you're fucking there in the goddamn arena and seeing these guys shit the fucking bed, they just phoned it in today. And here's the thing. Let's share some numbers. Okay? Because St. Louis actually outshot Vegas by a couple of shots there. I believe like 3 or 4 shots in total. But get this shit. Allen had about 32 saves on 33 shots, a .970, and Marc-Andre Fleury 31 saves on 35 shots, .886. Now, when you're under 900, and I'm no hockey expert, but if you're under 900, generally not a great sign. But again, Fleury made some phenomenal, finesse saves. But when your defense is playing like shit and they're out shooting just to shoot and not really try to get it in the fucking net, without purpose, it just doesn't work. And, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Vegas has done this the last few weeks in certain games, and it has not resulted in anything. So, very dejected video. This is a very dejected video because, yes, it is a loss. But, hey, Vegas fans, it's part of the ride. This is part of the ride, guys. We're going to lose some terrible fucking games at home, and we will have some glorious wins. A couple days ago, remember that, guys, against Anaheim? That seems like a lifetime ago because losses feel so much real, so much more recent. But, hey, it is what it is. Gonna still cheer for the Vegas Golden Knights. Go Knights, go. Let's get out of this fucking shitty funk because November 18th, guess who's back? Nate Schmidt is coming back November 18th. This Sunday against the Edmonton Oilers at Edmonton. So go Knights, go. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe for more daily contents. Follow me at the SC.Lounge for all the links in the description below. Now fuck off.